Hi friends, Derek Rogers here. Thank you for joining us. Look, I just thought I'd give you a bit of a taster of what we did tonight in our Monday night meditations. Of course, they don't have to be Monday night. You can use them anytime, but particularly great for checking out at the end of the day. So here's a little snapshot of what we went through tonight. So first of all, before I introduced and guided people through some techniques, I did a check-in. So let's do that now. So yeah, how are you right now at the end of the day? Are you tired? Feeling? How are you feeling? So check in with yourself. So not just, how you're going. I'm fine. I'm okay. What's that mean? Out of 10. Yeah, give yourself a number out of 10, with 10 being feeling on top of the world and 1 the opposite, don't want to be here anymore. So where are you right now? Just stop for a second. Okay, wherever that number is, if it's around about an 8, for instance, well, that's ideal. That's sort of where we want to be and expect to be. 10 is great, but we're only going to be there for moments. And the same with going really low. The ups and downs of life are normal. So we have the peaks feeling like a 10, and occasionally we might get some 2s, 3s, and 4s that we're feeling pretty crap, but we bounce back. So 8's about an ideal number. So I'll go through tonight and show you just a snapshot of some simple techniques and tools to, raise that level a bit. Okay. All right. So first of all, we're checking in. We're sitting up nice and straight. Remember, our energy goes where our posture flows or doesn't flow. Yeah. So sitting up nice and straight, nice and tall. Yeah, let's just take a few deep breaths and settle into the chair. Yeah, because you might be here physically, but are you here mentally? You've probably already been thinking, I'm somewhere else. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, take a few deep breaths in. Let's go. Really set it, go. And just hold for a second. And then let it out twice as slow, twice as slow. Let those shoulders drop too. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah. All right. How'd that feel? All right. That was just one. Let's do a couple more. All right. Big breath in. And hold. And let it out slowly. Drop those shoulders. That's it. Good. And one more. Big breath in. And hold. And let it out slowly. Because if we just do that for 2 minutes, neuroscience now shows us that if we breathe out twice as slow as what we breathed in, we start to deactivate our sympathetic nervous system and we go to our parasympathetic nervous system, where we want to be, nice and calm and at ease, rather than being, sorry, this is the knees is tight at the end of the day. Here's the fight or flight where we don't be. All right. So nice and relaxed. Cool. All right. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, let's just get our mind, as I said, right here. Let's practice a little simple mindfulness activity. Maybe you suffer from anxiety a bit. Maybe it sort of takes its toll on you and becomes crippling, which it can be, hey? So here's a little quick little activity you can do, again, any time during the day that you choose to do it. It's called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you may have heard of it, great, but do you do it? All right, so let me remind you. Okay, so 5. What's 5 things that you can see? All right, I can see my clock, I can see my coffee cup, see the keyboard, see the light, lamp at the back, see my printer, and I can see my dream board over there. Cool. 4 things. What's 4 things that I can touch? Touch my desk, touch my coffee cup, touch my glasses, touch my jeans, pants, yep. Touch my phone, which is not really a mindfulness activity. And one more, it's a couch over here, my little therapy couch for me, or my relaxation couch. Don't tell anybody. All right, 3 things. All right, what's 3 things we can hear? You can hear rain outside. I can hear the CPU in my laptop buzzing away. And I can hear my clock ticking. Okay, 2 things that we can smell. I may have had a muesli bar in here earlier that I can still smell, and my peppermint and licorice tea. Smell peppermint. Cool. And then one thing we can taste. Beautiful. Or if you've just had a meal, something that's still in your mouth. Okay. What's the point of doing those 5 activities? Well, they're sensory activities, aren't they, if you didn't pick them up? So that has us focus our mind on sensory things. We can smell, see, touch, hear, etc. Yeah, and what that does is it helps us be present. How did you go? Right, practice and practice. Remember, these activities are going to show you tonight, like going to the gym. You go there once, big deal. All right, so we've got to go there consistently. We've got to practice to get the results. All right. So let's pick it up a notch. Let's focus on one thing just for a moment and just notice, check in there. How's that mind of yours? Is it still a busy mind? All right, so let's just grab your finger. That's the hand, isn't it? All right, so for 1 minute, I'm going to get you for 1 minute. Hang on, I'll get my timer out. Just focus on your finger and notice where your thoughts go. And just bring them back to the center. Bring them back to your finger. All right, this is a mindfulness exercise in just focusing on one object and catching that mind wandering off. See how many times you have to bring it back in just 1 minute. Ready, steady, spaghetti. All right, that's just 1 minute. How'd you go? Did you notice your mind wander off? Maybe you didn't at all. That's great. Maybe you just couldn't stay on your finger. It was just wandering off and going, this is boring or whatever. So it's just, where are you at? And where you're at is just where you're at. There's nothing right or nothing wrong. It's just where you're at. Some people have a naturally busy mind, and others have learned to calm their mind, and others have a naturally calm mind. So wherever you're at tonight is wherever you're at. All right. Okay, so that's a technique you can practice and practice looking at an object. And then the ultimate is looking at a person without your mind just going, oh, what's he wearing tonight? Or looking at his hairstyle, or and then just, oh, he reminds me of somebody else, and just going off and off and off. Because we can be listening to somebody, but we're not listening, are we? Yeah. So you want to drastically improve your relationships? Practice listening without this going on. How do you do that? Lean into what they're saying. Yeah. And relate to you. Ask questions. But that's another workshop, listening. Whew. Okay. Now, what else did we do? All right, we did another kind of a mindfulness exercise, but it's also incorporating meditation, and it's a very powerful technique. In fact, this technique is widely used around the world. US Navy SEALs use it before they go into battle. Our emergency services use it before they go into their situations, fires, etc. You may know it commonly called as the box breathing, or like a square. How does it work? So we take a deep breath in for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We hold for a count of 4, out for a count of 4, and then hold for a count of 4 again. So things to note here: if you've never taken a big deep breath in like before, you're not going to pass out. We're just going to get some oxygen into your brain. And then also when we go take it all the way out, you've still got enough oxygen to hold for another 4 seconds. You're not going to pass out or die. Okay, so that might, I've done this before and people have had anxiety just over that. So heads up. All right, now this is powerful. Within just a couple of minutes of doing this activity, you can just really switch off that sympathetic nervous system, that fight or flight or freeze. And it's really good to get calm and clear before you go into a meeting, before you go to sleep, before you drive home, or you got to go to work. To prepare yourself. It just gets you calm and clear quickly in just a couple of minutes. All right, so let's just practice that for a couple of minutes. So if it's in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, and hold for 4, that's 4 4s is 16, roughly quarter of a minute. 4 of those in 2 minutes, be about 8 rounds. Let's have a go at that. But don't pick me if I do 7 or 9. I might miss because I'm focusing on you. All right. Okay. Ready? Get nice and straight again. Ready? Big breath in. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and slowly out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in again. 3 and 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Let it out. 2, 3, all the way. 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and big breath in again. And hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 1, 2, 3, all the way. 4, hold. 2, 3, 4. All right, how are we going? One more, big breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and out. 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Now to come back to normal breathing. Normal breathing. Just let it settle down back to its normal pace, whatever that is for you. Now, right. I don't know about you, but I've noticed, just in those 2 minutes, I'm feeling a lot more relaxed. I use that technique in the middle of the night. If I get woken up by barking dogs, cars, I have to go to the toilet or something, and then start to think and struggle to go back to sleep straight away. So I will do that for about 5 minutes, and then I find it's just like taking a sedative. I just relax and I lean into it, and bang, I'm off to sleep again. So yeah, you can use it. Or, as I said, get calm and clear before you're going to go into a meeting, before you've got to or want to be creative, be innovative. We cannot create and innovate from a busy mind. Thinking is not the answer. The answer's are down here. So we have to get out of here to feel this. Listen to this, yeah? Cool. All right, and then we did that for a bit longer. We did the other ones for a bit longer, but just taste it tonight. Then let's just practice basic introductory 101 meditation via the breath and the nose. All right, so we're just going to slow our breath down now. Just slow it down. You can lower the eyes, you can shut your eyes, and we're just going to take some slow breaths and really notice the air going in and up our nose, that sort of cooler feeling. Feel it even maybe tickle inside your nose hairs, and then coming out again. It's a warmer sensation. And because you're focusing around in this area, you might even notice it going over your upper lip. Yeah. So that's what I want you to try and focus on. All right. So here we go. Just nice and slow. Just in and out. And in and out. Ever so gently. Ever so slowly. Just in and out. If your mind wanders off, bring it back to the center. That's all you've got to do. Just in. Really feel the air going in and up your nose and out again. In and out. Ever so gently. Ever so slowly. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Nothing to think about. But just be. Be still. Be safe. Be calm. Be relaxed. Mind wanders off again. We'll bring it back. Really focus on the air going up your nose. Feel the sensation. Maybe feeling over your top lip. Yeah. And out again. And that's all you've got to do. Again, just start for a couple of minutes and then build it up to 5, build it up to 10, and incorporate this into your daily practice. It's a bit hard to ask the brain to just stop at night time and your meditation to take on when you haven't practiced it during your day. Our brain will go to what can I call, what's my evidence, what can I remember? Yeah. So if it's a daily routine and you do a little 10 minutes in the morning, maybe 10 minutes at lunchtime, 10 minutes in the evening, we'll do the trick. Yeah. You don't have to sit for hours. You can extend it obviously out to an hour if you can. I remember the first time I did an hour's meditation and it was just took a while to settle down. But then once it was settled, it might have been 15, 20 minutes. It was just this bliss of this beautiful, peaceful space. I went, oh my God, this is what all the fuss is about. And it was just, wow, just sitting with it. And it was just, yeah, just so calming, so nurturing and beautiful. So yeah, if you're up for the challenge, go for it. Now, if you're struggling with any of these, let's go even back to a simpler one with a breath. And that's one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And just notice it. Where do you breathe? Is it through mainly your belly? Is it mainly through your chest? Or is it a bit of in through the belly like me? And then out through the chest. Sort of the second part is through the chest, yeah? So just any activity that you can do that consciously connects you with your body is calming and soothing and healing and nurturing. That's why yoga is so good for us, yeah? And Tai Chi and Qigong and any Pilates even, if you're focusing, anything. Yeah. So have a go. Practice these. That's only a few. Sometimes introduce different ones depending on what the audience needs. I tailor it for them. So thanks for being here. Here's a little sample of what we can do together and how I may be able to support you. In the meantime, take great care of yourself for yourself. See you then. Bye now.